Hey, my name's Jack, and this is my video. This is all gonna be about zombies and how they're never gonna happen. Now, I understand how commenters will think, of course it's gonna happen, I've seen all the evidence, you're being bullshitty. But, the evidence that they're looking at, while it seems right and it makes a lot of sense, everyone always looks past the main factors of a human body and the biology of a human body and how it makes a huge difference. Now, first of all, we have a heart and we have a brain. Both of them need each other to work. So if you become a zombie and only your brain worked and then your heart would stop, I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Your brain would shut down if your heart wasn't there. So let's assume that I'm wrong and they're both working at the same time. Then all the zombies would bleed out because the blood pumping through their veins would make them vulnerable. So if a guy slit their wrist right there, all of them would bleed out. So even inflicting with a wound running away, it would actually die before the survivor could come back and give it a headshot. And I understand how the fans of The Walking Dead would find this wrong, but it really isn't. Like, Walking Dead is misled, and to chop off a zombie's head, like a neck, as you've seen, it won't actually kill it in The Walking Dead, but in any reality, it would have to. Next off, they would probably die before they would be able to. Now, imagine if the entire half of the United States was instantly infected. First of all of the world would probably try to add in so that it wouldn't happen. You know, it's an apocalyptic event that could end the world as we know it. So everyone would be adding it. And the excessive amount of armies that exist in this world is amazing. And the weapons we have, such as nuclear bombs, could have wiped out the entire half. Might be radioactive, but the zombies would be dead. And the other point is that around 47% of Americans own guns. So when you say people aren't defenseless, they got guns, they got weapons, we have ingenuity. Like even a 2x4 works. And not to mention, how many people do you think play baseball, which makes them have baseball bats, which is an amazing bludgeoning weapon against zombies. So they would pretty much, when you think that they're defenseless, actually a lot of the times people have weapons against the zombies. It would end pretty quickly. And my third point would actually probably be is that they'd eat each other before it would happen. Now, I understand how they aren't supposed to, and how in The Walking Dead it's a running thing when it just doesn't happen. I mean, it's supposed to not even be able to happen. But it wouldn't actually. Even if it didn't happen with the zombies eating each other, fighting for their own flesh, then the human flesh they would eat wholly. They wouldn't bite someone and then the person would turn into, they wouldn't leave it once they bit it. They'd have to eat it, because humans are their main reproductive source and food source, also their biggest enemy. So pretty much what would happen is a zombie would walk towards you, and if you got bit, okay, imagine a mob of zombies spreading around one survivor, they'd eat you. And imagine one zombie going up against one person, and it actually beats the person. It wouldn't just, like, walk away and let it become a zombie. No, it would eat it. So, if that happens all the way back to the beginning, what would actually be happening is that a ton of the zombies would go to homes, eat all the people, not leave any survivors. Which would mean that the survivors would actually would be dead, which means the amount of zombies would be greatly reduced. Which means big zombie hordes, more like little groups. And with what I said about guns, you know, they'd be like that. They'd be gone. And that's it for my video about zombies. I might talk a little bit about other stuff later on, but thanks for listening.